Hello everyone, this is AndresRestart, and this time we are talking about a secret feature for Nintendo Switch 2 that may have been leaked. We may now know what that C button is actually for. And this information becomes increasingly more interesting because we may learn if this is actually true within just a couple days, because many are reporting that the Switch 2 reveal is about to happen on Thursday, January 16th. We talked about this a bit yesterday. Nate the Hate has said this is what he has heard. Fioro has supported this information. The week prior, many were teasing it, and many other venues have come out to corroborate this information, such as Eurogamer and Video Games Chronicle. So it's seeming very likely that the reveal is going to happen this week, and we're going to learn a lot more, potentially also about the C button. But we may know about the C button before Nintendo even tells us so, because, well, it may have been leaked, and that's what we're getting into today. But before going forward, let me take this moment to ask that if you do enjoy my content, to please subscribe and hit the notification bell, and if you're unsure, watch through this video and then decide. So I saw this post on Family Boards, and I figured I would take a look at it. This is coming from Coral Sensei 4. According to data mining from admins from the Switch 2 Discord server, data mines of the current Switch operating system and exclusive SDKs, software development kit leaks, have confirmed that the Nintendo Switch 2 will have group chat and voice chat functionality codenamed Campus. This is what the C button may be for, unconfirmed, but I'm 99.99% sure. Groups will support up to 12 NSO subscribers. There will be screen sharing. Nothing like Miiverse, Vidmeo isn't real. For those who don't understand the reference, there is a rumor going around about this, but they're saying it's not real, so I won't even bother talking about it anymore. Feel free to not believe this, of course, but mark my words, it will be official in 48 hours. And this is a post from this apparent Switch 2 Discord server. We can see everything that they summarized already. Here we can see the C button on the Switch 2. This has been leaked many different places already, the actual imagery of the Switch 2. And apparently LIC has also confirmed this is legit. So there are several things I want to say here. First, don't be surprised if a few other people come out and say that they have heard similar things. That's all I'm going to say in that department. Mark my words, it will be official in 48 hours, or where it says there that. I just want to point out that we may get the Switch 2 reveal, and we still might not know if this is what the C button is for, because when we got the initial Switch 1 reveal, we didn't learn about every single feature of the console. We didn't see the home menu during this initial reveal. This C button feature, as I've been speculating, I've had different theories, but the main thing I believed, and I feel pretty even better about it now, especially after this, is it's a system-wide feature that can be accessed at any point, and that's not the kind of thing we've seen in Switch trailers. However, to counter this point, if this Campus feature, that's the code name, we don't know if that'll be the final name, but it is a word that starts with the letter C, and we do have this C button, so there could be a relation there for sure. This may be a big new feature of the Switch 2, and because of that, they may want to advertise that early on. So it may be in the reveal trailer. It's up for debate. With the initial Wii U trailer, Nintendo showed off a lot of features of the console that went beyond just games and things of that nature, so I think there is definitely a strong chance that we may see what this feature is in the reveal trailer, but as I just said, it's debatable. Now, honing in on what this information is actually suggesting about the C button, it's going to have to do with group chat and voice chat functionality. And it being codenamed Campus, I think makes a lot of sense, because campus, as in a communal area where people can interact, I see the connection there. And yes, several puns intended with C and connection, but anyways, this would be a system-wide communication feature, and I actually think this is incredibly huge. There are features like this on PlayStation and Xbox, but to see it on Nintendo, it suggests that Nintendo is modernizing themselves. This is going to greatly contribute to better online play. There have been rumors that the Switch 2 Pro controller will have a headphone jack. The current Switch controllers don't have this. This is a standard feature for Nintendo's competitors. But because Nintendo is behind in the online department, this hasn't even been an expectation for many people, but the idea is simply being able to plug in a headset and chat with your friends while playing games online. It's not really something you can do much of on Switch. There are some games that support it, but when your controllers don't even support an audio headphone jack, or when your system doesn't even have a quality Bluetooth option, it doesn't work very well. There was the Switch Online app that enabled voice chat, and that was a catastrophe back in 2017. This kind of feature suggests that just standard voice chat natively with the system is going to be the standard. And I think this is a big deal because not only do we have this feature to play our different games, first-party games and third-party, but it does come with the implication that Nintendo is meeting more of a standard like its competitors, which I do think fuels a lot of the rumors and theories and leaks that there's going to be a lot of strong AAA third-party support. Because these kinds of games are going to be more normalized on Switch 2 compared to how things were on Switch 1. But this feature will go beyond just standard voice chat. This is going to be a group chat feature where you'll be able to have a communal connection with different people, communicating and interacting with each other. They say that the groups will support up to 12 NSO subscribers. So right there, that's suggesting that this is another way Nintendo is going to try and increase the value for Nintendo Switch Online. And there's going to be screen sharing, which is something you can do on other platforms, but it is going to be a first for Nintendo. And so, for example, let's say you're in a party of 3 different people. You're just hanging out with your friends, you're each playing Breath of the Wild, but doing your own thing, exploring the world in your own ways, but you're kind of talking about it as you go about doing so natively on your Switch 2. But then one of you sees something that none of you have seen before. So what do? You press that campus button to then share what's going on. And your friends can see it and they're like, whoa, so that's how you did that. That's how you got there. And they will then do the same if they so choose. I think something like this will definitely be a good thing that people will be happy about. But I've seen some people suggest that this would be a little bit redundant with the record button that the Switch has. And I'm not sure I agree here because this C button is more so about communicating and interacting with others. The record button is about taking snapshots and recording video for later. Maybe then you can share that video or those photos to social media or to your friends. Maybe they'll have that option where you can just send it directly to other friends playing on Nintendo Switch 2. But that's what that feature is for. This C button isn't about recording or capturing footage, but rather communicating with others on Switch 2. Now, I'd like to point out that this information is coming from data mines of the current Switch operating software and some looks at the Switch 2 development kits. So it's possible there may be even more to this feature that we do not know about. Many have been theorizing, myself included, that something like Miiverse may return. Here, they're talking about how it's nothing like Miiverse. But that doesn't mean there can't be some sort of social media app that Nintendo could create that we could have access to. Just because there may not be a button that's directly for it doesn't mean it wouldn't be there. Miiverse, or the internet browser on Wii U, weren't buttons that were on the Wii U gamepad, they were accessed through the operating system. And with social media functionality kind of deteriorating throughout the Switch era, I do still think there is maybe a little bit of a need of something like Miiverse. If Nintendo wants to have a Switch 2 mobile app, they have one for Switch 1, but it's not too great, they want to find ways to kind of bolster this. If they were to create some sort of social media app that perhaps connects with the campus feature where maybe you can even get involved from your phone, but also there's a little bit of a sharing of posts and things going on there, which might be a combination of things that are recorded with the record capture button or things established through the campus button. I think there's still value there. They could maybe still get something done there, but yeah, I understand how it would be separate from this C button here. And it's not like we have a lot of evidence for a return of a Miiverse equivalent. So we'll see what Nintendo actually does, but if this is all true, and I kind of think it is, but of course it's not confirmed until it's confirmed, then I think this bodes really well for a Switch 2, and hopefully we get some level of confirmation with the reveal this week. But what do you all think? What do you make of this apparent feature for the Switch 2? Let me know in the comments below. This is AndresRestart. Thank you so much for listening and watching, and I'll see you all really soon. Take care. Bye.